TikTok, Lord.
I heard of
They're
something
canceling.
about
They're
them.
taking it out. I mean, I'm like canceling it.
Yeah.
They support some kind of racism, or some kind of racism behind the company or something like that. I heard about
China's
it a while
involved in
ago.
it. Something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know anything about TikTok.
Yeah,
I know TikTok clock.
Right?
I don't know about no TikTok.
It's a
I know
TikTok, yeah,
TikTok
don't stop.
bomb.
I mean, I wonder what's going to happen to all the people who TikTok made famous.
Mm.
Because if you don't have that platform anymore and you don't know what else to do,
Something else will come up.
like, I'm sure they'll replace it with something,
The next
something
big thing, right?
else.
Again, just like the app I said about how like they were making everybody old.
But I told you, they did that for
right.
facial recognition so they can get everything they needed.
Right.
And then they were like, okay, we're good. Because we still have Snapchat.
Right.
Like, anytime you do anything on your Facebook where you have to put your face in it, like
we know who you are.
and they're like making it fun. So they're like, oh yeah, people are stupid. Not people are stupid, but people are stupid. So we'll, just dumb it down and make it fun. And then they'll keep using it. Like, especially Snapchat. Myself included.
It's in the cloud.
It's in the cloud.
It's in the cloud.
How many times that motherfucker been hacked,
Right.
yo? I don't even fucking
Yeah,
talk,
like-
It's
man.
in the
I
cloud.
think it's been hacked how many times, yo? That's crazy.
You try to delete something, like, damn, it's in the cloud.
It don't be.
You
it's
can never delete
cloud, like,
anything.
you
That's what's fucked up,
You
yo.
can't touch it after that.
You gotta be on some old Neo type shit to really
Right.
delete shit, because you hit delete, you think it's gone,
It's not.
it's still in the matrix.
Right? Call my provider up, like, yo, what cloud you got my stuff in, yo?
We can't release that information, but we got a new package on
My
HBO.
stuff out the cloud, man. I don't need no iPad, man. I need my stuff out the cloud.
Should I did 97 might come back and bite me.
Right?
What is your take on Nick Cannon situation? You guys familiar with that whole
I'm
thing?
not touching that.
I'll touch it. I'll touch it, poke
I'm
it,
not touching that.
whatever. I think he did some coonery shit. I'll be
Like
honest
what?
with you. Like, he
Said what he said or
apologized.
Apologize.
He punched like 4 times.
Yeah, and the thing is, he didn't need to. He was right. He was right about everything he said.
I mean,
I just didn't like how he backpedaled about it. Like, that kind of pissed me off a little bit.
his apology reminds me of that analogy Bill Cosby did on the Cosby Show, where he told homeboy, think about your favorite meal, steak. Okay, we got the steak and this, that, and the other, and I bring it to you on a garbage can lid. You don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
I think the process behind that is, despite what he was saying and how truthful it was, his presentation on how he presented that information,
Makes sense.
I'm thinking that's what he's apologizing for, because he didn't have to, because some of the stuff he didn't have to say.
That's true.
Some of the stuff he didn't have to say, or he could have reworded it in a more presentable fashion. And I think that's what he's apologizing for. He's not apologizing for what he said, but how he said it. And it's kind of a hypocrisy, though, how quickly all of these people want to distance themselves from him.
Right.
But you have other people that use his platform that speak out and say some
Exactly.
ridiculous shit about black people.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on CNN, they say some fucked up shit about us. I don't even bother with it. Fox News,
Oh,
they
the
say
worst.
some fucked up shit about us, but
The
none of them
worst.
people are held accountable or to the same standards
That's true.
that they're judging Nick Cannon on.
Mm-hmm.
And Nick Cannon was saying this on his podcast.
Yeah,
it wasn't like he was saying it on any of their networks, but it's the fact that he's affiliated with them.
Yeah.
And we live in hypersensitive times. Yeah, we gotta make him pay the price.
Mm-hmm.
Cancel him. Cancel culture. Cancel him. Yo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's labeled a racist now.
Yeah.
He's labeled this. He's labeled that. Yeah. Yeah. I think I agree with you guys. I think for me, I looked at who he had on there. Who he was at that time.
Who was it?
Professor
Griff.
Griff.
Okay.
So he's
Okay.
known for,
Him too.
all that stuff.
Right.
He used to be in
Yeah.
Public Enemy and all that type of stuff. So I think I look at it, who he had on there, and then on top of what he said, and like I said, I don't disagree with what he said. I just think that it was just who he had there and how it came across. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he needed to apologize that much.
Right.
I just thought it was a force, but
Maybe just for the delivery of how he said it, but not what he said.
Right.
And then everybody was so quick to cancel him, and it's so annoying.
some people are passionate about what they say and believe in and say. A lot of people when they talk with some people are loud. Everyone got that friend that they just super loud. And that's just how they are, and they're passionate about how what they have to say. But
plus, at the same time, like you said, it's who we had on there. He had Professor Griff, and he probably emulates him.
Yeah.
And he's dropping all of this fact because the little clips I've seen, Griff was really feeling what he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
And Griff got fired from Public Enemies years back about what he said. He said similar things about the Jewish community. And listening to Professor Griff was one of those dudes.
The truth hurts, man. The truth hurts sometimes.
He could back up what he's saying because he's like one of them thorough street dudes you really don't fuck with. It's just that he got sense of mind with what is he? He's down with what do you call them dudes? Them dudes that Rizza and them are down with when they do the mathematics.
Ezra, whatever you call them.
Not them.
The 5%.
5%ers.
Yep.
Good Lord. See, that's what happens when you drink before you hit the mic. I think he's down with the 5%ers. So they have that strong pro-black mentality. And I think Nick was kind of feeded into that. And again, this is Professor Griff from Public Enemy. So he might have been a little bit, starry-eyed when they was doing that podcast, and he got down and said some real shit. But again, it's just the way that he said it, It's like, be advised, we are dealing with a very sensitive crowd out here. Be careful of what you say, and if you say it, own it.
There's a rumor going around saying that they don't know if they want to pick up that documentary that he was trying to help. Nipsey had.
Yeah.
After that whole incident, and I think it's really bad that it had to come to that. But I personally don't think it would happen because I do think, I guess P Diddy wants to actually help him out. If you heard, so
yeah, said he wants him to be on his network.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm thinking it would probably be like a good fit for him anyway. So.
Do you really want to work with P. Diddy, though? You really want to fuck with P. Diddy? Because he doesn't have a very good track record on taking care of his people, yo.
He don't care.
That's what I'm saying.
Go to Junior's and get him a cheesecake.
Right. Boy, your breast milk.
Junior who? Little what?
Right.
Black Heart? Shine what?
Yeah. Nylon.
You know what I'm saying? You really want to fuck with Diddy, yo?
No, right.
I mean, the way he's extending himself to him, that's dope, but
I think Nick Cannon.
It's a reaction, though.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about. It's just a reaction. It's like, have you ever extended your hand to him prior to this?
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Probably
like
not.
That's the stuff that gets me. It's like, we always reacting to things, man. Why can't we be proactive?
Right, do some kind of collab.
Yeah.
Like, you're doing this, you getting that Nickelodeon money. I got this idea. What do you think? We boom, boom, boom. All right, let's make it happen. But again, you really want to fuck with P. Diddy, though?
He can turn people out. Yeah. Trouble always finds people who work with Diddy.
We
always
talking about this last night. All them
we
groups
definitely were.
Groups he never had, yo. Only one to get away was Mary, yo. She's the only one to get away, yo. That's crazy, yo. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Nick, I think he's straight though, regardless of, even if he doesn't get behind or in front of a camera again or whatever, financially he's straight.
Yeah.
Again, he was having that Nickelodeon money when he and Mariah got together. She was already paid, but heads wanted to downplay how paid he was.
I know.
So
they were trying to say that he was after her for her money, like.
It was almost going neck and neck.
You know what? But you know what? I honestly blame Mariah Carey too, because she didn't really help man. Just because she kind of fed into it basically. Like she was like basically the way that Mariah Carey was treating him was like he was beneath her. If you notice, like when they was together,
she's a diva though.
Right? But I mean, come on, like that's your husband for crying out loud. Like,
well,
have some respect. That's all I'm saying. Like, if I knew that my wife has more money than me, then if she knows this. My wife is that type of female that's not going to be like, I'm still better than you. That will fuck your relationship up. I mean, it's obvious.
That's true.
I just think she didn't care. She just fed into it. And I'm kind of glad they broke. I think she's like bipolar anyway, so.
Who is?
She's crazy.
Who is?
Mariah, I think she be taking them meds. Yeah. 4 o'clock dose is coming up.
Yeah.
But I don't think she has that much more than him, though. I think they kind of could go neck to neck, or they could sit at the same table financially.
Yeah,
though. That's.
I think now. I think back then.
Yeah, but like you said, like right now
he can.
He's like
back then.
You're beneath me.
She had that money. She had that money.
He was getting that Nick money though.
Not that time.
They gave him like
he was been gone. He's been done with Nickelodeon.
No, I'm saying they gave him like a position, like some kind of executive position with Nickelodeon. Not the show wise, but
he was in the office.
He was in the upper offices over there.
Nickelodeon ain't been good since Keenan and Kel and stuff like that.
So they ain't Disney, but they still making loot though.
Nah, they I see what you're saying.
They holding their own though.
Yeah.